In this video, we're just going to do a quick review of multiplying and dividing fractions. Let's say I have this fraction, 3/4, and I want to multiply it by 1/7. Here's what you can always do. Multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 7 is 28. And then you look at your final answer and say, can that be reduced? In other words, is there anything I can divide into 3 and 28 that will go evenly? And the answer is no, so therefore, that's my answer. Now, what if I had this problem? 3/4 times 6/9. All right, again, here's what I can do. I can just multiply straight across. 18, 3 times 6 is 18, 4 times 9 is 36. And then I can look at that number and say, what can I divide into both of those numbers that will go evenly? And guys, if you don't know, you can always say, well, both of these end in an even number, therefore I can divide it by 2. That's for sure. But you try to find a bigger number. Can you divide it by 3? Actually, you can. Can you divide it by 4? No. 5? No. 6? Does 6 go into 18 evenly? Yes. Does 6 go into 36 evenly? Yes, it does. But in this case, can I tell you what? You can divide it by 18. 18 goes into 18 one time. 18 goes into 36 two times. So just keep going until you find the lowest point. But let me show you something else. Now, you don't have to do it this way. And actually, I don't want you to do it this way if you don't see it. If I can take these numbers and cross cancel, whatever you want to call it. I can take 3 into 3 and it goes one time. I can take 3 into 9 and it goes 3 times. Okay? With 4 and 6, I can't take 4 into 6, but I can take 2 into both of them. So 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Now I'm going to just multiply straight across. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And now I can reduce that to 1/2. And look, it's the same as that. So it's just two ways of doing it. It really doesn't matter. This, you end up with a bigger number that you have to play games with. But if you don't see this, I don't want you to do it, because sometimes that confuses people. You can always just multiply straight across when you have fractions. All right, let me quickly do with you a division problem. Do you remember in elementary school, we told you guys that I don't know whether to say it like this, there's no such thing as a division of fractions. You basically have to do this. If I say 2/3 divided by, I don't know, 1/4, I can't do that until we call it flip the second number. Or the correct way to say it is we multiply by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So I'm going to say 2/3, and I'm going to switch it to times, and then I'm going to turn that into the reciprocal of 1/4, which is 4/1. And now I just multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, this is a division sign, guys. So when I see 8 divided, this is 8 divided by 3. So you can hit the calculator if you want to. 8 divided by 3 is 2 with the remainder of 2. So it's 2 2/3, or 2.667 repeated. So when you're dividing fractions, you have to invert the second fraction and multiply by the reciprocal. All right, what if I have 1/5 divided by 1/2? Well, can't do it. I have to go like this. It's going to equal 1/5 times 2 over 1, and that's going to equal 1 times 2 is 2, 5 times 1 is 5, and the answer is 2/5.